Okay, the final edition of the Generac 7000. I've got it all back together. I've done some tuning on it, and I see a couple things that need to be repaired, but we'll talk about that. Everything's hooked up. All of the painting's done, and all of the gas tank is connected. The carburetor's been replaced. The cover for the carburetor filter's been replaced. The oil's been changed. I've cleaned it up. You can see the paint to replace the tires and wheels. They were shot. I also have been working on the 12 volt part of it, and I'm thinking to put in, I don't know if you can see this or not, wait, but it had a 12 volt plug, and I'm thinking about going to a cigarette lighter style 12 volt plug, so you can plug in accessories. The problem I'm having right now is it's not putting out full 12 volts. I tried a different regulator. This is a regulator that came out of here, but I had another one and I tried it and I got the same results. So this regulator is good. I don't know why it's not getting 12 volts. I'll look into that later. That's why I have the cover off. And where this is located is right here. Can you see this? Right here. There's a blue wire in the front, red wire in the back, and the two wires coming out of it go to the brushes. And all of that is working, so I'll show you here in a second. I'm going to start this, and everything's working. So I don't know why the 12 volts isn't there. So right now, this thing will run. It'll run at 60 hertz. It'll produce enough voltage to run that heater over there. I tried running 2 heaters out of it on this plug, but it's only a 20 amp, and it exceeded that by about 4 amps. So I need to get an adapter for the 30 amp, and I would be able to do that. But I'm going to start it. You can hear it run. I'll show you the voltage that I'm talking about. So I'll get this meter where you can get that on camera. And I want to show you what it's doing. I got it set to DC, but let me start it. And I've got it tilted up because I don't have the tank full. I got it so because these tanks are so long. I want the gas in the back of the tank, not spread across the bottom. So the switch over here to turn it on works. We have to choke it, but we'll try it. We'll choke it. Okay. Right now you can see that I got it in idle mode, so I'm going to pick it up.
It's in idle mode, okay.
I got 7 volts. Look over here. See it better? So I'm putting out 143 volts and running at 60.3 hertz. So I'm going to turn the heater on over here. Got the nice little flame on it. I can feel the heat already coming through. Only 14.85 watts. Almost 1,500 watts. That's the best drawing right now. Maintaining 60.4 hertz. So this works. Gotta go back in idle. So that idle control idles it down. So everything's working on it. Let me shut this off. Everything's working. I'll put the cover back on it. I'm going to research why I'm not getting 12 volts. I should be able to get 12 volts because I can't charge a battery
it was running at 7, because eventually it's just going to go down to 7 volts. 7 volts is not enough to start an engine. So let me shut it off.
The switches all work. Oh my, nice and warm next to that. So what I want to do is I want to show you all of the stuff that I used to fancy this thing up. So if you want to look over there, I'm going to start out with the two colors. Two colors I used. The red, that's that right there. It is called Sunrise Red by Rust-Oleum. Are you in there? Okay. And the black, of course, is Rust-Oleum Black, Gloss Black. And that was for the handles and here and some other pieces that I painted. Just trim piece. Oh, this trim piece back here. That's all that. I used the silver for this up here, this here, and the shield is over on the back side over here. That was that shield, and that's Rust-Oleum bright aluminum coat, or coat aluminum. And then the exhaust, if you remember what the exhaust was, it originally was chrome, but it was pretty much all rust. And I cleaned that up, and I went with, right here, can you see that? It's Rust-Oleum high heat, goes up to 2,000 degrees, and you can see that's the color, and this should hold up a long time. So that's that.
And you also painted the pan that the gas tank is on.
Yeah, that was that silver.
Yeah.
And then all of the stuff that was anodized, because I can't anodize, I used the cold galvanizing compound. And that is like for the bolts and the shaft down here. Anything that was brackets. See that bracket right there? And there's quite a few of those brackets around. They were rusty, and I wasn't going to be able to plate them. I'd have to replace them. So this is what I used. Now, Rust-Oleum has that too. I just happened to get this one at Ace Hardware. But that did all that. And then I had to replace, of course I had to replace the carburetor. And this cover over here, this cover was gone, and the filter was gone. And the bolts, and the couple other bolts that hold this back cover on. And so I did that, and this spring...
And where did you get that?
I got this on eBay, but they're very hard to find, and I'm going to take this cover up to Pete and
your son,
my son Pete in Virginia, and have him make a copy of it so we can 3D print them, because this same cover works on a lot of different ones. There's a little governor spring in here. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so this little spring right here.
Let me see if I can see it in the finder. Okay, maybe you're better at that. You hold it.
You just turn it up like that.
Am I there?
Yeah, it's right here. There's a little spring. It's real long. It hooks there, and it's got the spring is right here. Then in the middle.
I see it.
Then there's a long piece that goes up here and hooks on the carburetor.
Yeah.
That keeps the governor tight.
Yeah.
And that hooks on the throttle, and then of course this moves.
Yeah.
And then this is the adjuster right here for the speed. So you set your speed to the hertz.
Here, yeah. Let me see that.
Right over here.
Okay.
This adjuster here, that's where you adjust your speed of your engine to set the hertz. And then I replaced this, and I'll probably put a filter in here somewhere. I may have to bring the line around, but
What is that?
That's the shut-off valve for the fuel tank.
Oh, okay. And this was the on button right here?
This is the starter button right here. The on-off button's over here. Here.
Okay.
Run and stop.
Okay.
And then, of course, the wheels were really rusty, and I had these laying around off one of my hand carts, and I put the solid ones on the hand cart because I was having problems with it. Either they were flat, I'd always have to put air in them, something. And this needs a more cushioning than the hand cart does, and it works great. So these worked. I did paint up this, and then also, I did put a clear coat on. I cleaned up all the aluminum. You can see it's shiny. And I put a clear coat on all of the aluminum after I cleaned it, and that clear coat will help it.
to stop it from corroding.
Okay, great.
Now I haven't put the battery bracket up. I do not like it up here. Anybody that's familiar with generators knows that the batteries are always dead because you don't use them that often. And you should put stable in your gas tank and run them dry, really.
And that's stable is STABIL.
Yes, it's for the fuel. You put that in there because you should run your generator at least once a year and put a load on it. That's why my load bank is that heater. And just put some, like a gallon of gas in it, run it, exercise it, turn it on, turn it off, and then let it run out of gas. But put the stable in there so it gets in the carburetor and it doesn't gum up.
Okay. And then show us how the handles come up and how this cart
pins,
works.
I've got some these pins. The pins that were in it, they were pretty rough. And I got these. You can get these at Tractor Supply.
Well, those are nice.
Yeah, these are really nice. And you can just put them in there like this. That's it. And you pick it up.
That's great. And you got it propped up here so the gas just runs to the
gas
bottom.
is all on that end of the tank because I'm going to run it out of gas.
Okay.
When I get done with this, I'll run it out of gas.
Okay.
And store it.
All right.
And then eventually, like you mentioned, we'll be selling this. I've got 4 generators right now. Actually, I've got 5 because one over there on the cart that doesn't belong, or on the trailer that don't belong to me, that I'm working on. But I've got 4 generators. This one's got electric start. My original generator doesn't have electric start. It's one of those you got to pull.
So this is nice.
So I may end up getting rid of my pull start one and save one of my electric start.
Okay.
But I got another electric start one in this.
All right. So are you going to put the covers on this, pretty it up, and then I'll take a last
Yep, I will have
shot?
I'll pull this off. Right now, if I got to work on, I want to get 12 volts because I really like to have this plug where you can plug in. I'd like to be able to plug in like a cigarette lighter, like it's on over there. Maybe you can't see it. It's under that cover. But you're just like in your car. You plug your USB in there or anything like that. Now, you would probably not.
Yeah, you want to do this right here.
Yeah.
Like in the car, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it's got a 12 volt plug on it that I've never seen one. This is like they might use it on a camper or something like this.
Oh, okay.
But all I gotta do is drill that hole in there, and I won't put this outer cover on this. I don't need it. I can just put the round part in and put it in there.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice. But
Okay.
I gotta have 12 volts. 7 volts is not gonna work.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
That's it. That's the end of this one.
Okay. Do you want to line all those up, and I'll take another good shot of them?
Yep. I'll line them up. Let me get the clear coat one too. I think I still have it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. This is the clear coat I put on the aluminum parts to keep them from corroding.
Okay. Crystal clear enamel. Great.
And they're all enamel. Don't use lacquer on top of enamel. Bad things happen.
Okay. All right.
That's it. That's
Thank you.
that one.
All right.
And I appreciate you watching. I know this one took a long time. In the background of what was going on when I was working on this, I was going through prostate cancer. And so this was kind of my therapy.
That's good.
Thank you for watching and subscribe.
Okay. We're running. Microphone's on. All right. And this is the finished product. You got the cover on. Oh, it looks so nice compared to what it was when we brought it home and took it out of that field. We rescued it. Very nice. Good job. Generac 7000. Repaired. All right, thank you.